Imagine yourself on the Carnival Magic, a beautiful ship in the Carnival Cruise Line fleet. You're on board, your cruise really has just started, and you're making a stop in the Dominican Republic. That's right. You're in Amber Cove. You just pulled up, you have a great day planned. And all of a sudden, there are announcements on board saying, we can't get off the ship. We are not going to get off the ship. We can't get off the ship. That is literally what happened yesterday aboard the Carnival Magic. This is an interesting story, and we have it for you right now on Island Time. A big hello to all you Islanders. We've almost made it through the week. We have a holiday weekend coming up. We are so ready for a holiday weekend. We're going out of state for a little vacation, 3-day vacation with the family. I hope you have something planned as well. Welcome to Island Time. This is Derek, your host. I'm so happy that you're here. Let's spend some time in the islands right now. The Carnival Magic was not able to do that just about yesterday. What a story. Oh my goodness. I started to receive notifications midday yesterday. Luckily, we had some Islanders on board the Carnival Magic. I was able to reach out to them and say, what is going on? And you're not going to believe this one. Okay, here is what happened. I have notes in front of me. I have a letter even that was given to guests. Literally, the day was so strange that Carnival, who has kind of lacked in information in some scenarios since the cruise restart, such as how many cases of COVID on board, and you know the story from the Vista a couple of weeks ago. But in this case, they gave a letter to passengers and they explained everything. We have it for you. We will show it to you here in just a little bit. Let's try to set the scene. Carnival Magic has restarted. It's had several cruises now. Passengers just got on, and it's their first stop. They're going to the Dominican Republic. They're going to Amber Cove, a beautiful place. The Mardi Gras is also in port yesterday in Amber Cove. The Mardi Gras has no issues at all. They are there at the port. The guests have gone ashore. Everything's great. The Carnival Magic pulls up. They're trying to do all the security clearances and get the clearances with the port there. And Amber Cove, the officials there say, hey, guest on the Carnival Magic, you're not getting off the ship. Excuse me? You're not getting off the ship. Literally, the decision was made to not let any guest at first, to get off the ship, the Carnival Magic. The captain of the ship appealed that decision with local authorities, literally had to appeal the decision, and port officials decided to allow guests to disembark from the ship, but only certain guests. Only guests who were fully vaccinated against COVID-19 were allowed to disembark the ship eventually. And guys, I'm talking like afternoon. I'm talking in the 2 o'clock hour, which if you cruise, you know most stops are 8 to 5, 9 to 6, something like that. Most of the day had been wasted and the inability to get off the ship and enjoy the day. Almost the entire day was wasted. But eventually, vaccinated passengers could get off the ship. But listen to this. If you got off the ship, Amber Cove could conduct random COVID testing. Random COVID testing. So if you got off the ship, you wanted to go enjoy Amber Cove, they could have pulled you aside and said, hey, we want to test you. And what I've been told is it's not the nasal test, it's not the, it was the breath test, literally using breath. I don't know how many were tested. I know we brought you specific numbers when the Vista had the situation a couple of weeks ago in Belize. We had exactly how many people were tested. There were no positives. We don't know how many people were tested yesterday from the Carnival Magic in Amber Cove. We don't know, but we do know that you could have been random tested. Listen to this as well. Your shore excursions that you had planned are canceled. There were no shore excursions for Carnival Magic guests in Amber Cove. Beaches were off limits for Carnival Magic guests. You heard that right. Beaches, literally a huge reason why a lot of us cruise and get off in ports is to go to the beach. Carnival Magic guests could not do it. Mardi Gras guests, this did not impact them yesterday. Carnival Magic guests could not go to the beach. They could have access to shopping areas and the main pool. So if you want to spend your money in Amber Cove, if I was a passenger on board and you told me I have to be vaccinated to get off, which most people are, there are certain situations where they're not, okay? Kids under 12 and a very handful of adults that could not, for whatever reason, be vaccinated. But I have to be vaccinated. I could be tested. I can't do my excursion, and I can't go to the beach. But hey, get off the ship and come spend your money at our stores. Yeah, I don't think that one's gonna work. I'm sorry. I'm not buying anything at your stores. And I'm probably not gonna go enjoy your pool either and buy drinks and things like that. What a story and what a surprise. This was not expected at all, of course, by passengers or Carnival. Wow. The passengers on board were told via the intercom system that only fully vaccinated passengers would be able to go ashore, and they didn't have any explanation. In midday when they heard this announcement, they're wondering what is going on. They saw the Mardi Gras. You could see people getting off the Mardi Gras, getting on the Mardi Gras all day. So they knew it was something specific to that ship. They did not get an explanation during the day. They did, however, get one in the evening. I'm going to show it to you, right here, okay? So let's show you this letter right here, and I will read it, and here it is. This was in every stateroom cabin. Again, Islanders, we depend on you when you cruise. If there are things like this that happen, share it with us. We would love to share it. Here we go, September the 1st. To Carnival Magic guests. Look at this. Welcome back to those who debarked here in Amber Cove. We apologize for the delay this morning, but hope you enjoyed your day, whether ashore or on the ship. We have been managing some cases of COVID-19 amongst our crew, identified through our monitoring and testing protocols. That was the basis of additional questions by the Dominican authorities. All cases were fully vaccinated and most have no symptoms. The small number of cases that presented with symptoms were generally very mild. Nevertheless, per our protocols, all who tested positive were placed in isolation and their close contacts were put into quarantine. Our crew are fully vaccinated, and per our screening protocols, we are continuously testing our crew members and will continue to do so. In an abundance of caution, how about this? This kind of boggles my mind a little bit. The event that happened in Amber Cove now is going to change protocols on the ship. If Amber Cove would not have had the situation for the Carnival Magic yesterday, I don't think what we're about to read would happen. But look at this. In an abundance of caution, we are asking all guests to wear a mask indoors at all times, except of course when eating or drinking and while you are in your own stateroom. This is particularly important for anyone who is not fully vaccinated or has a health condition which may put them at a higher risk of severe disease. Our crew know to be vigilant in following our protocols, and since our guests are an extension of the Carnival family, we must ask you to be equally vigilant. As a reminder, COVID-19 vaccines are not 100% effective, so even though you may be fully vaccinated, please monitor your health. If you experience any symptoms of COVID-19, it is important that you return to your stateroom and immediately contact the medical center. The medical staff on board is authorized to conduct an initial medical evaluation, including testing for anyone with COVID-19 symptoms at no cost to you. Hopefully everyone has a mask, but if you need a mask, please contact your stateroom steward or guest services and we can provide one. Thank you for your cooperation. We are dedicated to your health and safety, and with your help and cooperation, we will continue to take care of each other and to have an enjoyable cruise. Sincerely, Grant Tarling, the Chief Health Officer. Wow. First off, we get an explanation from Carnival Cruise Line, okay? They have been kind of lacking in that regard. We will all admit we've seen it. But the level of detail here is pretty astounding. Carnival opens up the book a little bit because of what happened. They self-proclaim and share that there are indeed COVID cases on board, which is not to be expected, and we don't know the number. There had to be some sort of threshold to kind of raise that flag by Dominican Republic officials and question whether or not to let guests off the ship. We're happy guests were able to get off the ship and enjoy whatever day they could do with shopping and around a pool. But it's very interesting that Carnival sends this letter to guests in the evening on the Carnival Magic and says, hey, from now on, the rest of your cruise, we need you to wear a mask indoors at all times. That's pretty clear. I would imagine that literally you have to wear a mask walking on Lido, walking through the promenade, in the shops, in line to get food, anywhere, as the letter says, unless you're eating or drinking. That is a little bit more extensive than the current protocols that Carnival has for other ships. So we have part of this. We have the story what happened in Amber Cove. We have part of the story of what's currently going on the Carnival Magic, but we don't have the full story of what's going on. So it's going to be interesting these next several days and the next cruise for the Carnival Magic to see if these same protocols stand. But my goodness, what a day. If you are cruising in the relative future, be flexible. If you are not flexible and you don't adapt easily and you're able to change the pace and expectations of your cruise, it's not the time to cruise. I mean, there's things like this, and this is an extenuating circumstance here, but we've got to be agile. We've got to be able to pivot because things like this are happening weekly, if not sometimes it seems like daily. Wow. Islanders, thank you for sharing that info so we can bring you the story. We hope that future ports and cruises are not affected like this one. But at the same time, we completely understand that Carnival Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean International, Norwegian, Celebrity have to do everything within their power and means to keep everyone safe, and you and I on the water. We want to cruise. I hope you enjoyed today's video and today's news. Please give us a thumbs up. It helps us out a lot. And if you are not an Islander, why are you not an Islander? We provide news to you that you're not going to get anywhere else. We provide coverage that's extensive, detailed, and it's factual. We are so happy that you're here. We invite you to subscribe and ring that bell so every time we upload content, you are notified. Let's power through the rest of the week. We're almost there, and we will see you tomorrow right here on Island Time.